Okay. So yesterday we left off. We left off with a potential road for our first column. So we're trying to figure out a road all the way across to the very end for a horizontal wind detect. Right now we've got the first column. So if it's a standing stone, it won't count as a road. If it is a capstone, it would count as a road. So now we need to extend this blue space of a potential road boolean, which is this boolean right down here. This potential road boolean we're printing up. We need to do that for this second column now. So what's different about this one is a second is only a potential road if it's either orthogonally connected to a column 1 or if it is vertically connected to one that is orthogonal to a column 1, as long as it's a laystone or a capstone. But the tricky part is to detect a potential road in this line and this line and this line, and technically the end, how to detect or how to set potential roads. So for the next 4 columns, all of the logic is the same because it needs to be determined for the row we're determining in based on the row beneath the row previous. So if we can figure that out in one function, we can run that function on every column and hopefully, pass in the next column, which would identify, check the left column, pass in this column, which would check this column, pass in this column, which would check in this column. And then hopefully we'd be able to detect a road with that. So this is the hardest part, the last hardest part, I'm pretty sure, until we're done with the main features of this game. So we need to take a look at where's our potential road? Right here. So what's happening in this function is we're running this potential road function on a player swap and on a player placement of a stone. So we need to make sure, we'll need something else. Potential road is kind of potential road is only for column 1 at the moment. See how we're saying if road column is 1 here. But yeah, I guess if we put all the road columns in there, I guess let's go ahead and try it, I guess. So once we populate all the potential roads for road column 1, once that's done, we're gonna say, okay, now our road column gets set to 2. I guess we don't even need this. Would we be checking? I think we don't even need this road column variable. I feel like we just need to populate all potential roads on every given turn update or whatever. I think we can get away without this even. Yeah, I don't see a reason we would need this. Maybe I'm just overconfident or didn't know what I was trying to do, but I don't think we need it. So we can say here that this is our first column actually. First column, and then yeah, okay. This is where it gets tough. So the second column, I feel like we can maybe okay, so maybe for the second column we only need to change it to a potential road if it is a stone control of a standing stone, or not equal to a standing stone, so either lay stone or capstone, and that current grid is in our white control. We're only doing white so far. We'll have to add black, and then we'll have to add our vertical. But we're just worried about white horizontal road locks at the moment. So that's half the truth. But the second half of the truth is that, see, this is where it's really tough. It's almost like we need to do it based on the first column. Because if we go about it asking for the second column, we'd be like, sure, we have stone control and white stack control, yet the one to the left of us is not a stack control, so it would move on to the next one or the one beneath it to check for a vertical stack connect. Yeah, I think starting with the second column doesn't make much sense. Like, I feel like we need to get I think the order of operations is check every single potential road in our first column, and for every one of those potential roads, check the road to the right of it, one column over. If that one is in fact a stone control of a lay stone or capstone and stack control white, go ahead, potential road true in that second column. But it could be no, actually, I think it is almost that simple. But we'd have to also add potential road status for any spot who has an orthogonal potential road, which is just confusing to think about. So what if the first thing we do is just I think the first step is just changing any direct lateral connects to a potential road true. And then the second step is changing any vertical connects with those new potential roads as true. But what's hard is we can't accidentally index 0 or 6 because we'd crash. And we do that because our occupants, we only have one 2D array of occupants. Lua is indexed at 1, so we just have 1 through 5 to deal with. And anytime we index 0 or 6 or anything other than that, we crash. So it's almost like we can not even worry about this second column here, and we can just say we're gonna change that potential road to true, and then we're gonna instantly check the one to the right of us. We're gonna say, hey, does grid I at that 2 column, does that one have a stone control of a not equal to standing stone, so anything but a standing stone, and a grid I dot stack control would have to be equal to white. Yeah, we would do something like this, like nope, not what I wanted. We need to give right here I2. Then this is a little messy. This is a little messy, actually, now thinking about it. Because if we build this out, we would potentially be able to build out a whole horizontal road, but I don't want that living in a big loop like this, or a big nest like this. I guess it doesn't really matter. This one's easy because I think it does make sense to do it here, because we're already doing the 5 loop for all of the columns. I think it's okay to do this first step kind of nested like this, and then we'll go back in a separate loop, cycle through only the second column, and update any vertical connects we may have in that second column, and then we need to move on to the next column. So it's almost like we need a function that we need a function that does all this stuff for us, given the row and given the previous row. So I think there is a better way. If we just do the first column in this potential road to get a start, but then when do we run our other functions? We'd have to run a function called second column potential road instead of just checking. The reason I'm trying to factor it out into a function is because we do the same thing for 4 roads. And the thing is, hey, if anything's in our stack control, it's only a potential road if it's either orthogonally connected to another potential road on the left, or vertically connected with a confirmed potential road based on the left orthogonal connects. I know there's a better way to do this. What if we write the pseudocode for what we think it should look like? Then we'll see if that's making any sense. Oopsie. Okay. So we've at least got the first potential road column set. So ideally we would say like, okay, second row potential road as a function. And second row, we would call it, actually this one would probably be called, come on dude, what? This one should probably actually be called road start, you know? We would do something like this. Road start. Okay. That's called road start because we're only doing the potential roads. Then we'd write a potential road function that would take in what column we're trying to do. So ultimately we would say we would pass in potential road with a 2 to check the potential roads for our second column. And we have to separate the road start from the potential road because we can't ask what's to the left of our first column because we'd crash. So we have to kind of generate our first column, which we are. Then we can say, okay, now generate potential road for each column. And if we do it like that, we just have to write one potential road function that takes in an argument of what column you want, and it populates, first of all, the direct orthogonal matches, and then second of all, populates the direct vertical orthogonal connects with those potential roads. And then the code for this, once we write it, would look something similar to this, where we say, we just run this on every number. So that's the kind of abstraction I was wanting, to be able to just run a function for each column. And that way we don't have to repeat ourselves 4 different times here. We're repeating the function call, but we're not repeating the blocks of code that would be the same. Like the only thing that's different is the grid we're trying to modify and the logic to which we're detecting that, and that's all dependent on the row, so we should, or the column. Yeah, the column. So we should be able to get away with that. So now that we've got road start, we just want to go to any part of time where we are running this potential road function and change it to road start. And then we'll probably have to add potential road as well. We say road start. Oops. Oh. Okay. Yes. We want to say what I do. I'm trying to load my search. No potential road found. Okay. So we would probably want to run our potential road also, which is a new function now, so I guess we shouldn't have deleted it, but we can go ahead and add that now. And then at our other road start function call right here, we'd go ahead Don't want it there, want it there. Potential road function, which is not made yet. Do we have any other road starts? No. Okay. So, where's our road start? So yeah, I guess we define our potential road. I think we would actually run these in our determine horizontal one. And you know what? There's a potential road vertical and horizontal, so we should probably name this appropriately too. Shit. That's not okay. I just overwrote the buffer. Here, if we're horizontal column check, instead of this old middle lateral connect logic, we're gonna go ahead and put, really, I did overwrite it. Yeah, we want to put it right here. So yeah, we run our potential road, but it's actually potential road horizontal. Because they're going to be two different functions. We can't use the same arithmetic for the vertical ones, so we have to specify. Come on, man. So we need, come on. Insert H. Okay, so we need our function to be called potential road horizontal or vertical, and then we can have the different logic for each one, but in our function call here, we need to do potential road. Yes, anytime we do this, we need it to be... what's happening there? I swear I hit I. H. Okay. So yeah, now we just need to write this function that'll solve all of our problems. Okay, so we've got road start here, and then we can go ahead and define it right here. So we'd give ourselves a new function, and it's called potential road horizontal. Then in here we need to do a couple things. The first thing is modify all rows dot potential road if left connected with terminal. Now we already have, what's good is we've got in this debugging here, we've got maybe not. thought we got these right match things working. Let me see. Yeah, top match. Do we not do that anymore? What's happening? What's happening? Okay. I'm trying to go to... So we do... Only doing it for our middle stack. Okay, fuck. Yeah, I was thinking we could use this build to help us here, because then we can see... Yeah, you know what? Fuck. Then it kind of takes away the whole beauty of doing it in the one function, because this is the same kind of deal where we'd be doing all this mess to determine what our surrounding pieces are. I'm trying to avoid that. So I think we're probably going to end up getting rid of all of these right match booleans or directional match booleans, because we're no longer doing this. Actually, if column is 1, no, if column is 1. Maybe not. Let me just look at this code for a bit. Cycles through all of our columns. We've got a stack control and the one to the left of us. Okay, orthogonal match. But then if we look at oh, you know what? Orthogonal match column. So where do we actually do this? Oh, we do it only for the third row here. But what's weird is why wasn't it populating? It should be populating in this scenario. It's not. It was working at last I checked, that was working. But maybe the middle lateral connect is messing it up. Not doing anything in there though. I think I need to gut some stuff that we're no longer using and kind of redo some stuff. It's good to flush all orthogonal matches. And our debugging says we're printing up that field of where our mouse is hovering over. I'm not exactly sure why that's not actually working anymore. See, we need to do something where we say, hey, if column is 1, do only this bottom top check. Oh, and this is... we have stack control of white and the one to the left of us. Oh, well. We need... there's a choice we need to make here. And it's either we continue to go this orthogonal match route, which would help make a little bit smaller. It would help our potential road code be a little bit smaller, because we wouldn't have to ask all of these exceptions and stuff. We would just say, hey, if any of the surrounding... Shit, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. No, yeah, I guess what we would do is we would start at the top of our second column, and anything that is a potential road, we would then ask, hey, is any of the surrounding bottom match white booleans, or side match white booleans, true? If so, then that grid that is true not only becomes true. Yes. And then that way we wouldn't have a risk of indexing a 0 or a 6 at that point, because we're just asking, hey, any surrounding spot that is in our control, just make it a potential road. Because if it is orthogonal, it would be a potential road. So, and you know what? I feel like our vertical road detect is going to be easier than we thought with this method, because then we just have to check. Yeah, because the vertical road logic is the same as the horizontal road logic. So this potential road would work for both. We would just have to add a determine vertical win function that is just doing something similar to our horizontal. Okay. So I think we need to redo this whole thing and make it work. Okay. So we've got a game plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and finish, because I know we need to. Why don't we just order these? And then we will make sure we flush each one, and then I think this is the way to do it. This makes a lot of sense to me. So if we populate all of these, every occupant in our grid, it's going to go through and ask. It would populate a side boolean here. One of these directions booleans would get populated to true if it's got to connect orthogonally with not a standing stone and the same color. But what that allows us to do is, when we're doing our win detect in our potential road function, we'll be able to say, where is our potential road function? Come on, dude. Right here. Oh God. In our potential road function, we're literally asking, we'd have to pass in a parameter right here. And we would say, first of all, if any stone in our control, in our color control, in our stack control, any stone in this column is also a stone control that is not equal to a standing stone, go ahead and make that grid a potential road. Then for every potential road, like right here, we would say, then add any, or I would say starting at top, any bottom connect. Any bottom connect gets potential road true. And if we do it that way, it's actually kind of beautiful because, like, let's say, actually, no, yeah, that is right. That is right, yeah. So starting at the top, it'll cycle through only the actual potential roads. So it would be, this is important. Bottom connect to already potential road. Gets potential road true. And then for example, if there was a stone at the bottom, yeah, no, we would need to do something different than just any bottom connect. So maybe that's tough actually, but because yeah, maybe we need to make sure we don't miss any potential roads in this function, because it would fuck it up for every single column. But yeah, maybe we say, see, no, this would crash. We would be indexing things wrong. We just have to do a little trickery with our for loops when checking these things, so we don't crash. But I think this is the way to go about it. We'd basically say, if it's row 1, only check beneath us. If it's row 5, only check above us. If it's rows 2 through 3, check above and below us. It's as simple as that. And then we're checking either just below us or just above us, or both of those cases. The thing we'd be checking is if the thing directly above us is a stack control of a non-standing stone and our same color. And if so, then that grid in that column is a potential road. And then we'd be able to feed that column on we'd be able to feed that function on every single column right here. Yep. Okay. And then, yeah, I think we do actually need to do some vertical road connect shenanigans, because yeah, we would need to. This doesn't do all the work for us, like I was kind of thinking, but it does. It's the same principle. So it should be possible. So we've got a game plan. We're going to be fleshing out this potential road horizontal function. But first of all, before we do that, we need to. How did that work up? What? How did we do this? We delete an end in here somewhere? No? What? What is going on? Why is that messed up all of a sudden? Dude, what? What happened here? I must have accidentally pasted some stuff at the end here. Because that is not right. But... Dude, what? Why did K just delete that? I pressed K and it deleted things. I didn't know K did that. Okay, is our thing fixed now? Where were we even? Oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, it's not the flush, but it's the populate. Yeah, it's still busted. What? Oh god, dude, what is going on? It's got all the ends it needs. I don't get why it's not working. Dude. It's just an LSP thing. It's just an LSP thing. Maybe not. The fuck? What is going on? I swear to God we added this end. I swear to God we did. Okay. Okay. Anyways, we got a game plan for tomorrow, and it's gonna be this orthogonal, not this match flush, but the match right here. We're gonna be redoing this tomorrow to make sure it's not just doing the center checks. It's gonna do every occupant, whether or not we've got a stack control buddy to the next side of us without crashing by indexing the wrong things. So I'm pretty happy with today. I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, so that's always a good sign. So let's write our changes. We'll go ahead and quit Vim. We'll take a look at our get diff. So we added a road start function. We renamed our potential road to potential road horizontal. We flush all of our surrounding match values upon a orthogonal flush, and then we made it so that our potential road function is actually just a road start function to start us off. Then we've got a boilerplate for our new potential road function, which we can't do until we fix our orthogonal matches. And then we've got a kind of stand-in for our potential road function calls. And then we're doing that upon a player swap, right? I think that's in our player swap function. No, actually that should be in our place. Type place, okay. Look at this, it says I subtracted end and added end, but it should just be end. So maybe, oh, maybe it's a white space there. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, did we fix that white space? I love Git. I think it's the coolest thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, we shouldn't have had that change there. There's a plugin to detect white spaces too that I'm going to get. Anyways, we're going to git commit by adding everything to the staging area with a message saying, we're going to say, added boilerplate function for columns 2 through 5 potential road. Cool. Git push. And then when I do git A, what I'm really doing is git add everything and commit with a message. So instead of adding everything to the staging area, then committing with a message, I literally just say git A, give it a quote, and then it commits with that comment there. In case you were wondering. And then git P. So like if you were following along or wanting to do something similar, you can't just do git A, put it in quotes, and have it add everything to the staging area and commit without an alias set like this. But I've got a couple other cool ones in here, like stat, seeing all the line differences. You know, that's pretty cool. And then there's also, what was it? Git log or git... Git one line, that's a good one. Yeah, the shorter commit hashes are cool. And then that's a cool one too. Shows the author who posted it too. I really like Git. I think it's great. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll get some more functionality coded.